NFL season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Miami's offense takes the field. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out quickly. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Here's the handoff. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fakes to grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got his man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the Hurricanes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the air, it's Beck. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go from there. And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Hurricanes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air. It's Beck. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami! They grab the early lead. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work for the first time today. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lopez to pass. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Tar Heels are in the red zone. He wants to throw it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Using his feet to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UNC! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Beck. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Brings up 2nd down.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's good. Turning it on. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Lopez wants to fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets rid of it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds his man. It's Daniels. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved him forward just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the 3rd quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Caught in the backfield. It's good. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. The screen, he can go. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. He's got him. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Dropping back, it's back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Going right to work up top. Zings it complete to the right.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lopez wants to fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So this defense has to protect the lead, but they can also end the deal by putting the quarterback down. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Snagged out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Goss. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He lets one fly deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Tight end now in motion. Slams it ahead. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Will they try to win it here or be content to play for overtime? Pulls it in. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Looking for a man. It's back. Got his man.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. The quick out. He's out of bounds, picked up the first down, but more important, only 15 seconds left.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Here comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, North Carolina.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. They'll snap it from the 38, leaving them with a 55-yard field goal attempt to try to take the lead and win the game. It's good! A moving kick to win the game. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.